And joining us now from Santa Monica, California to discuss is Brett Sifling, investment advisor and head of Get Invested at Gerber Kawasaki. Welcome, Brett.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so we're seeing this huge run up in ETH right now. Yesterday, Bitcoin had its day. Does this rally have legs, or are we seeing signs of things being over leveraged? What's your take?
Well, I think that this rally's had legs this whole time. I mean, we've been on an insane run so far this year, and even over the past 6 months. And there's a lot to keep this going. I mean, the government's printing a ton of money, and that's clearly what the Bitcoin bulls are, still hanging on to. There's still a very clear need for regulation, and I think that that's going to be the next driver of whether that rally is going to get killed or not.
Right, you're a big Bitcoin guy, of course, but any non-Bitcoin crypto plays?
So we're looking to be one of the first RIA firms, actually, wealth management firms, to be able to offer Bitcoin specifically. It's still not really able to hold altcoins. I think that there's a lot of use cases for many of the top 100 market cap altcoins, but which one of them are inevitably going to be the most useful to us? I think it's too early to tell. And so that's why we basically just focus on Bitcoin and Ethereum for the time being.
Can you just tell us a little bit about the role of family offices in the current market? Like, how are they looking at this crazy situation?
Yeah, it's tough because we don't have a clear set of rules from regulators right now. And so, as institutions are getting into this, like Tesla and wealth management offices like ours, there needs to be a clear set of rules. And we're in a situation where, again, innovation has outpaced the legislation that we've been given.
Mhm.
And so I think that really we need a clear set of rules to see if we can have even broker dealers that can custodian these assets, and how they're actually held and how they're insured is the most important part if we're going to actually have mass adoption of these currencies over time.
Brett, we hear a lot about institutional money, but what is your recommendation to retail investors, ordinary people who might want to buy or have exposure to crypto?
Yeah, our firm works with everyday people, Main Street, and what we tell people, most valuable lesson is to dollar cost average. You're sitting with Bitcoin at pretty much all-time highs here. It's not something that you want to just dive into with a huge portion of your assets. We view this as speculation, so it's 1 to 2% position in a portfolio if the client is willing again to take on that risk. And we're not all dumping in the money all at once. We're looking at, a 6 month period and kind of buying it in chunks. So we're able to average when the cost is low and buy a little bit less when the cost is high, as it is right now.
All right, great. Good to know the allocations. Thank you very much, Brett, for joining us this morning.
Thank
All
you.
right, that was Brett Sifling, investment advisor and head of Get Invested at Gerber Kawasaki in Santa Monica, California.